So, Callum Voisin, we're here at Donington Park, Porsche GB Media Day. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Very well. How are you?
Yes, very good, thank you. Sort of a bit of a different challenge for you this year in Porsches. The Carrera Cup, I think, is a brilliant series. You probably won't remember this, but last time I interviewed you, you were in GB3, so real change in dynamics since then. But like I said, a new exciting challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good time for me to move on from single seaters and single seaters in general and F3. I had an opportunity to join Porsche and be involved with the manufacturer, which came about with the Porsche GB Junior Scholarship. So I won that, and it was a nice time for me to move, and I'm very happy with how it's going so far.
It's a great opportunity for scholarship. So many great drivers have made use of that sort of opportunity. So as a young driver, jumping over to something different, it's a great fit overall, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's I've got a lot to learn. It's definitely not going to be easy, that's for sure. I've got to learn some new things, unlearn some habits I've got from single seaters and whatnot. But so far it's going well. I've got a great team behind me in Century Motorsport with the support of Ros on Gold, and I can't wait for the challenge.
And both the series and sort of GT racing as a whole has had a huge boom in popularity. A lot of drivers going across there, and that's not by chance. It's a great career path for drivers. The racing's always good, and you get to drive some pretty special cars as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with this, as being the Porsche Junior, I'll get to go to Goodwood and whatnot. Drive some pretty cool cars up the hill as well. So no, as you said, I don't think it's a coincidence that a lot of people are moving over to sports cars. You can only get so far in single seaters, obviously with budget being the main restraint, let's say. And in general, it's usually more manufacturer support and probably more opportunities in sports cars. So no, for sure, it's a challenge that I'm looking forward to make the most of it.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, being new in the series, this time of year is super important because, like you said, you've got a lot to learn, and test days, you've got to make the most of those opportunities because really, before the start of the season, there's not actually that many, is there?
Not really. So anytime there is a test, we've got to make sure we're out pretty much all the time, and it's difficult with testing, limited sessions and whatnot, especially with tyre allocations as well. Track time's pretty valuable in any championship, but especially this one.
Yeah. And you're obviously here at Donington. Obviously, the weather's been lovely. You had all the kind of compulsory media bits to do, the tracking shots, but now obviously the weather's cleared up and the conditions are good, so you've got sort of a full afternoon of testing as well coming up, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to fine tune a few bits and pieces. Thankfully, I was here earlier in the month, so I've got a fair idea of where I'm going in this car and whatnot, but a few things to fine tune and stuff like that, and then we'll see where we end up by the end of the day.
I think Donington as well, it's a popular circuit, and drivers, you all know your way around here. You've all raced here plenty, and it helps that round one's here as well, so it's a good fit overall.
Absolutely, it's a classic one. I think everybody knows of Donington and whatnot. To me, it's one of the best circuits on the calendar and one of my favourites, and I'm really happy we go to the GP loop as well, so that'll be good fun.
Sounds good to me. Well, best of luck, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.